Have you guys seen The Line?
I have not.
In Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They started building it.
Oh,
They did start it?
Yep.
we should pull up a video of this crazy. This is wild building.
It's
Well, the thing
crazy.
about it is it like follows like their regular population path actually is along that line anyways. So they're really like just like consolidating and making it into a 15-minute city.
Is it like along a river or something?
No, it's no river. It just connects. If you look at the way Saudi Arabia is, like along the one coast and then across the
Take
whole
a look.
country, they have another one right there.
They're building a linear city.
Wow.
That,
It's wild how much. How
different
worth that
reports
is.
give it different lengths. I've heard 110 miles, 105 miles, and 75 miles. But the idea is it's a 500 meter tall, 75 to 100 mile long skyscraper that will have, I believe, underground transit that shoots back and forth and can get to from end to end in 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So travel 75 miles in 20 minutes.
Somebody, I
Underground.
think, might have been Mike Cernovich. Somebody really funny tweeted out. They were like, "Well, this is a border wall, so whoever's going to be living there, prepare to defend your wall." I was like, "Okay."
But it's in the middle of the desert.
That's
but
funny.
He actually trenched it out. I think this will be Elysium. Like, you ever see the movie Elysium?
Yep, true.
I haven't
If you
seen
watch
it.
the video for this, they talk about how it'll be this. Look at this, like mirror walled
What?
skyscraper city.
Yeah.
It's one big skyscraper. And they said one of the purposes of having it be the line is that you can you can get to any point within it and easily walk out into nature and back. But I think, and they also mention it is being strategically placed within 6 hours of the world.
Oh, that's creepy.
Air travel.
Interesting. Can you leave
So that
the wall?
anywhere you are,
It's not really like a wall. It's like
you
a
can
building.
fly there within 6 hours. It's not
Really?
I mean, obviously in the Eastern Hemisphere. So they're like everywhere around will have like a 6 hour path to arrival.
And it's being built in Saudi Arabia, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right across it.
And they've
Like,
started building it.
Yeah.
That's
I did
crazy.
not think they'd actually do it. And they've already got like construction. They've made small cities
Yeah.
for just construction. It's like temporary housing where the construction workers live and the materials
so
are housed.
crazy.
And they've started trenching out. This is what the image. Look at this.
Yeah, look at how much earth that is.
They started trenching
That's
out
so
to
much
build
dirt.
the foundation of this.
I wonder how far across it is or how wide it is.
They say, but you can actually look at the truck and then
It's pretty big.
it's pretty big.
This is like a wonder of the world. I mean,
I-
a lot of them come from
I agree.
It gets
dictatorships.
done. Yeah.
Part of me is excited that someone's actually trying to do something grandiose.
Like it'll be remembered in hundreds of thousands of years if it,
people
if it
will live there.
stands. Yeah, like the wreckage
Well,
of this would remain for
Yeah,
tens
I mean,
of
if
thousands.
it
of
works,
years
like
kind of
all
thing.
the pictures and stuff, if it works and it turns out the way that it could, and of the places where it might, Saudi Arabia does have the proper government structure to be like, all right, we're just gonna make this happen.
Yeah, the king.
The
money,
king
too.
said do it, and we've got enough money to throw at it.
Literally,
So
like never-ending money. It's
yeah, like
But the reason I brought this up is we're talking about like the New World Order and stuff.
Yep.
Like I feel like this will be the multicultural global
Oh, no.
globalist city
Part of the plan is to get a lot of humans away from nature into mega cities,
into a giant desert
Like this.
where you will live in a big tube.
which is so reliant on the outside for resources. Man, if they get cut off from the outside, that's like, where do you run? How do you get out of
That's a
there?
good-
They're going to have
That's
probably vertical
creepy.
farms every certain distance.
And then you can exit.
But,
Can you
but it doesn't
exit?
matter. It's based on what they were saying about it, the fact they're building it. I wouldn't be surprised if in 100 years it's where all of like the powerful global elites live. The politician for your country won't live in your country. He'll live in the line. He'll have a massive,
penthouse suite
Yep.
up there.
There was
somewhere.
a thing in Sim City called the Arcology. I used to play those games a lot, Sim City 2000 or something, where there's like just a standalone ecosystem, kind of like Biodome. I thought they were so awesome.
I remember that
Because you
movie.
can build them on Mars, you can build them underground, you can build them on the moon, like self-contained ecosystems. But then now the threat of like, if they get cut off from the outside, and then the people, like if you've seen Biodome, didn't go so well for the guys in the Biodome, I don't think. They just smoked a lot of weed or something. I don't remember. I
no,
never
that
saw
was
the movie.
Pauly Shore. They weren't supposed to be in it. They got lost.
Oh, they snuck into the Biodome?
There was a party or something, and they went in, and then I think they're trying to go to the bathroom.
oh, they started building this a year and a half ago.
Did
Right.
they really?
Wow,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
in November.
What about?
But like the actual
Neom?
trenching, I assumed it would just fizzle out.
Huh?
Isn't Neom supposed to be
That's
their
the name of
other?
it.
This is Neom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the name of it.
okay. All right.
How do you
so
spell
this
that?
is part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you-
yeah.
Neom is the name of the city?
think
That's
it's the
what they want.
company.
Yeah, that's what they want to be their like modern thing, their modern city. That was the project.
Dude,
yeah.
this looks like
Look at this.
Destiny. Have you guys ever played Destiny?
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
creepy.
No.
When you go
That
to the
Halo type
Vex,
Yeah.
it looks like this.
Yes. Yeah.
It's creepy.
Nessus. That reminds me of Nessus, the planet, the Nessus planet.
I love that
Play
stuff.
video to discover the line.
For too long, humanity has existed
For too
within
long.
dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization
But you
is
have a
taking
20
place.
Look at
Imagine
this,
a
watch, watch,
traditional
watch.
city and consolidating its footprint,
Oh, no.
designing to protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers.
I just want to point out what you just
The
watched.
line.
They took everyone's homes, mashed them together, and then put walls around them. Like you're
Totally
trapped
not a
now.
prison.
And we are
They literally
designing
just
to
put you
provide
in
a
jail.
higher,
Yup.
more sustainable quality of life.
It's so creepy.
The line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions.
3 classes, right?
Residents have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods.
5-minute city.
5-minute city.
You
That's-
never
that's
have
15.
good.
What,
my
what
God.
are we getting sold? A 15-minute city? I want a 5-minute city. We got to build our own line.
right?
And the line's infrastructure makes it possible to travel end to end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in 0 carbon emissions.
That's another thing.
By
Zero
leveraging
carbon.
AI technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide,
Wow.
170 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions.
Oh, the Houthis
create
are going to shoot the
efficiency.
hell out of this thing.
Year-round temperate
This thing's
climate,
right. I
natural
didn't know it was
ventilation,
south of Jordan.
Right on,
Yeah.
or on the coast.
It's
energy
it's
and
east
water
of Egypt. It's
supplies are
west of Saudi Arabia.
100%
Oh, they're
renewable.
dead.
Just wait. They
line
showed on
is
the map.
designed as a series of unique communities, offering a wealth of amenities, providing equitable views and immediate access to the
Equitable
surrounding
views?
nature,
Yeah, they put that word in there.
with 40% of
There
the
you go.
world accessible
look
within
at it right next
6
to the corner.
hours.
Okay, there we go. 40% of the
That's
world
so creepy.
accessible in 6 hours.
At the heart of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive.
That's Sinai right there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Oh, this
it's literally the Houthis are going to start shooting
They're right
missiles
there.
as soon as the Israelis do something that piss off the Houthis. Look out! They're just going to start shooting missiles.
Then
at
maybe
it.
there's going to be a World War III.
Are
You
the
know,
They're going to
Houthis?
flatten all the opposition and then build their line.
Are the
They
Houthis
literally-
in
like
the
nothing
Houthis are
on
in
earth
Yemen.
seen before.
right in the same area.
I like
The
that. That's on
city
the Sinai.
that
That's the-
delivered-
They
that's on
literally,
the
they
Sinai.
literally
That's the
call
Gulf
it.
of Aden.
Look, they literally call it a new wonder of the world.
That is
Wow.
dumb.
Offers new
Sinai
wonders
is
for
up
the
north.
world.
That's Saudi Arabia, and that's like where Oman and
Neom,
Yemen
there
are.
it is. Yeah.
That's the name of the company.
The line.
If you look at how the wall is built right up to the Gulf of Aqaba, is that what it's called? Gulf of Aqaba, yeah. It looks like a border wall. Like it looks like they're trying to defend the Gulf of Aqaba with this thing.
They're man
To protect
that's a
trade.
terrible idea.
Disguised
It is a really
border
bad idea.
They're just gonna
Which
really
is
bad idea.
which
It's a
works for
border wall.
Israel and Jordan shipping things south and Egypt through
I
the
gotta be
Sinai.
honest. I don't care because it's not America. Foreign country wants to do it. Don't care. I'd actually love to visit it, except for the Saudi Arabia thing. They kind of put women in prison after getting raped, so it's not really a country I'd ever like to go to.
They cut heads and hands off, man.
Yeah, I'm not
in
interested in that.
the Middle East. You can get your head cut off for witchcraft. Like literally, a
You
dude
can
got
go to-
his head cut off like in the past 5 years for witchcraft.
It's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
wouldn't wanna go
propaganda.
to
though. Zuby is from there. He lived there. He'll tell you it's a lot of Western propaganda to fear monger us from going over there and experiencing the world.
I don't know, man. I saw I saw the court case. You know, they're like, look, this guy was practicing witchcraft.
There are women who got raped, and then when they report the rape, they go to jail for having sex out of marriage.
Adultery.
Yeah.
Women only recently got the right to drive cars.
Yeah.
Well, you
Very
know,
controversial.
I mean,
Listen,
that was a big
do
mistake.
women need to be driving cars?
two steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So.
But maybe it becomes the multicultural mecca. Haha.
I like how that-
it's actually fairly close to Medina.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, but to me, it look, man, that is just begging for some pissed off radical to just fly something into it.
Yeah.
Drones, airplanes, missiles,
But you gotta admit,
rockets, whatever.
It'd be cool to go shopping there.
I mean, yes. It would.
I would love to. I want to see the underground transit system.
Right.
Like
and it's
tunnels
20,
under
20
tunnels.
minutes to travel 75 miles in a high-speed train underground or whatever.
I'm excited. I really hope they finish it fairly soon. Like, I hope it doesn't take like 50 years to finish it because I would like to see what it looks
I
like.
hope they can knock that 20 minutes on to 15 minutes, though. Then I really have sold.
I mean, I think theoretically, what, 2 decades? What do you think?
Maybe.
What's their time frame for this?
Well, again, it's Saudi Arabia. They got money and authoritarian.
That's what I'm saying. This isn't like
Be like, do it tomorrow.
it's not like a government contract. This is the prince of a nation
Yeah.
with tons of oil being like, we're making it happen now.
Yeah, I have unlimited money. We're going to do this.
It will not look this nice. The slums will be amazing.
Oh, dude, the smell.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Dude, it's going to be like cyberpunk. It's going to be like all these nightmare dystopias.
Yeah,
You see how they have these pictures where like how beautiful it will be? No, dude, you have no
like
idea.
pig iron, and it's gonna be.
AI will protect
That's my
you. Then the
nightmare.
lights go out. And like, where's the AI? Why isn't it fixing the lights?
It is always going to come down to there are poor people.
Yep.
And maybe it's possible that if your income drops below a certain threshold or whatever, they just boot you out by force. For real. Because otherwise what happens is someone's going to be like, I can pay my rent, my line fee, or I can clean. And they're not going to clean. I mean, you can't do anything about it. And people do drugs, even rich people.
They plan on
think,
putting-
think of all the Hunter Bidens who are going to be there.
And also I mean, maybe not isolation, but the lack of freedom, like freedom meaning the ability to go where you want to go, to spread out, you know, you're free to move around. That lack of freedom
Look
can
at
cause
this.
people to go insane.
What would Manhattan look like
Yeah.
with the line?
Oh no.
Should we
Wow.
play it?
Oh, yes. They're going to show it all green and lush. Yeah, we got to watch this.
Reimagining New York. See that? Okay, I'm sorry, that's hell.
This is so creepy.
This doesn't make any sense. Cramming 2.5 million people in Manhattan into a single line,
Why would you do that?
and then putting a wall around them.
Progress.
They would do that because they believe they can control your carbon.
The
output
idea
that
is
way.
getting rid of streets,
Yeah.
compresses everything.
It would be nice to get rid of streets and just have tunnels if they
I don't
worked.
want to live in
No.
a prison though.
It wouldn't.
Like if you could just walk down some stairs and shoot to your destination.
Now, hold on.
And it was all grass up.
What
you
if-
never have to look both ways when you leave your house, just grass and fruit and shit.
And there's no prisons. They just kick you out.
Yeah.
They say you're convicted. They walk out, open the door, and be like,
let
have fun.
let the bears take care
Into
of
the
it.
desert. I've never been to the desert before. Don't throw me out there.
Well, in New York,
Yeah, in New York, you just let the
the
bears take
future
care
of
it.
urban living.
This is it. When I'm studying Agenda 2030, they talk about mega cities. It's really a fascinating concept, but that the humans have done so much damage to nature, they want to kind of get them away and let things rewild on
So
their own.
the presupposition in that statement is that humans actually have damaged nature, and I reject that entirely. Like the idea that humans have damaged, that you can damage nature. Like I don't think that you can damage nature. Like what is nature? Nature is like the naturally occurring world. What is damaging it? Changing it? I don't believe like the impulse that comes from like environmentalists that any human impact is negative and damaging. Like
Guys,
I don't buy
it's
it.
only $200 billion. It's basically
Dude,
one Ukraine.
I will write a check.
It's
Oh yeah,
yeah.
for the cost of Ukraine national defense.
For the cost
I
of
got
one
an idea.
country,
Build our own
you can get one weird
prison
long
city
line
and-
city.
If I was in Congress, I'd be like, I would like to divert all future funding from Ukraine into building a U.S. We'll do it in the middle of the country. We'll create tons of American jobs.
And then we're going
So-
to build the biggest straw. And
I don't know when. I'm trying to find out when they think it's going to be done.
Yeah, me too.
Check this out. They say by March 2023, more than 4,500 piles had been driven into Module 43. 60 piles per day. Piling shifted to 45, 46, 47. So, I mean, it's coming.
yeah,
I thought it was fake, but what's the timeline for this thing? 2030. No. Wait.
No way.
It will boost their GDP by 2030. Is what, just the work? It's like a work program.
Oh, okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if they open part of it early when like the first,
Right.
20% of it's been
Yep.
built, and it's kind of like the Death Star, like it's fully operational live.
Yeah, wouldn't I mean? I imagine they would want to be like, look, it's a working. You know, the concept works. The 5-minute cities, people are living here, and they're happy, and blah blah blah. So I imagine that they'll probably want it to be open at ASAP.
I'd love to visit this place.
Just for
Just the
more.
concept
Oh,
of
man.
centralizing humanity is
It will
very.
be the densest city on Earth.
Yeah.
260,000 people per square kilometer.
No, thank
Manila,
you.
the world's most densely populated city, is 44,000.
Smells like it.
I don't think so.
with walls around it. It's walled city. It's the densest city on earth, and it's walled. I mean,
Nope.
you used to need walls when there were siege cannons and stuff, but now they have air power. Walls don't really do as much.
It's part of their Vision 2030 project.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Agenda 2030.
I wonder what's going to happen in the next few years as we get close to 2030.
I think what's going to happen is within the next 16 years, we're going to have an American president tell us to do this Manhattan Wall. They're going to start pushing this concept.
So
as the line
2045,
progresses.
they say total completion. But it's. I think Ian's right. They're going to roll out modules of it. So like when module 1 opens, they'll probably start bringing in. They have to do it. They can't build the whole thing and then bring in 9 million people. So there will be people who have already lived there for probably 5 or 10 years when the final, construction is done. Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.